Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane, talk to me. How do you see this fight going? Where do you see Tom's advantages and where do you see Ciryl Gane's advantages?
Well, I think that this fight really boils down to how Aspinall wants to fight Gane. And I don't want to take credibility away from Gane. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to, talk shit about any fighter. But I mean, let's be honest. I really think that this is Aspinall's fight. That's what I believe. I think that should Aspinall choose to engage on the feet, he might hurt him, but he might get hurt back. I think that Gane is a great defensive striker. I think he does a really good job of kind of like moving away with punches to take the sting off of him. And I mean, he lands his shots really well, but he hasn't really improved in his grappling. And we've seen him against, a few guys where you're kind of like hoping that he'll show those improvements. And I haven't seen it. So I think that, Aspinall, again, has a very high fight IQ. I think that is actually one of his best attributes, on top of his physicality and his techniques and his sharpness. He's very, very smart. So I don't think that he's going to play the striking game for any longer than he needs to. I think he's going to close the distance and look to get it to the ground. But if this does go into the latter rounds, around 3, 4, 5, I mean, we're kind of it's uncharted territory. So I mean, maybe we could have some room for, we don't know what's going to happen. But otherwise, I think we could pretty much bank on Aspinall being the sharp dude that he is, and the not up and comer, because I feel like he's already here, but he's just continuing to evolve. He's continuing to get better every single time we see him. So I think he'll go out there and wrestle him. I honestly think it's going to be like a second round.
It's very rare. It's very rare that we see heavyweights that move like Tom Aspinall with the athleticism, the lateral movement, the speed with his hands, his ability to get the fights to the ground. But the most rare thing that I see out of him is his ground game is fantastic. And heavyweights outside of like Fabricio Verdum or Nogueira, a lot of heavyweights don't have ground games. It's very rare for a heavyweight to have good wrestling. That's why DC and Kane were so dominant when they were champions, or when they were, heavyweights. Is because they're wrestling. It's like heavyweights have a tendency to not want to be wrestlers or not want to grapple. It's a lot of work. They don't want to put in that daily grind. Like they want to stand, they want to use their power, they want to knock guys out. That's realistically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times we've had heavyweights in the gym, from Mike Kyle, Paul Bonatello, LeVar Johnson, like all these top level heavyweights, but they never really wanted to focus on the wrestling aspect of it all. They wanted to stand, they wanted to trade, they wanted to bang. That made great fights for us as fans, right? I mean, but when you get to this level where you want to be a dominant champion, guys like Tom Aspinall, I feel like he's going to be there for a while. There's like guys like Jailton Almeida who have the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu. I think they could maybe stump him a little bit, but we can see that Jailton Almeida has got great takedowns and he's got great submissions, but can he stand it all with Tom Aspinall? I don't know if he can. So, and I think Tom will be able to kind of nullify his grappling. But in this fight, I think with Ciryl Gane's one of those guys, like he's going to have to stay on his bike the whole time. He's going to have to create lateral movement. And he's going to have to punch off of that movement. And if he can't punch off the movement and be effective with it, Tom doesn't need to respect his striking either, because Cyryl's going to be so afraid of the takedown that it's going to end up work against him when it comes to his striking. At least that's my perspective on it.
I think so too. No, I think you hit the nail on the head. He's got to be very productive with a defensive striking while minding his P's and Q's, not getting out of position. And he's got to be able to land the shots, and hurt Aspinall. I think that's really that's the path to victory. And I don't think he has as many options when it comes to winning the fight as I would say Aspinall does. So.
Yeah, well, look, I got a lot of respect for Michael Bisping. And when Michael Bisping was talking about Tom Aspinall early in his career, he's like, this kid has the full package. He's got the work ethic. He wants it. He wants to be the best. And the fact that he wasted a whole year and a half, waiting around for John, it bothers me. But then also, too, I mean, from what I understand, he was married to the gym during that time. He just kept trying to get ready for John, And that means that he was getting better, maybe not fight better in terms of like real fight speed better, but he was picking up new tools and new weapons along the way. So I think Ciryl Gane is going to be in a lot of trouble. I don't see this fight really getting outside of round 2. I'm with you on that page. I don't see it getting out of round 2. My only concern with Tom is how much will he strike with him when he doesn't need to. Like, go ahead and let's get this thing right to the wrestling. Make Gane hesitant from the jump, and then that'll open up the striking as well as the grappling and the wrestling.
Yeah, I think so too. So
Element, the best hydration drink in the business. I had citrus earlier today. It's actually fantastic. And now they're making the lemonade salt in the can. Cannot wait. So if you guys use that link down below in the descriptions, they'll send you a bonus package with every single purchase. That's compliments of the Weigh In podcast. So hope you guys enjoy that.